Like pretty good timing at the end of that song. Hi everybody. It's Wednesday, June 17th. There's talking at the end of the song because it's live. Anyway,
the poll has ended. The winner is Debussy.
Debussy. Good old Debussy, best musician. Debussy. Also very surprising. 27% from Debussy. Beethoven and Tchaikovsky tied. And then Mozart and Bach tied. And we had 300 bits from Jay's book says, "Excuse me, poll." 6, 7. Excuse me, poll. Steely Dan is the best musician. Up there with Debussy, really. Learn to play the saxophone. Let's see. Cheesehammer gifted a sub to Fart Jokes, which I think was actually at the end of yesterday's stream. But we got started a little... That was sent in like at the very, very end. We'd already stopped. So. Too creepy. I don't want to hear Ghost House when I'm about to go into a game where I have to literally go into a ghost house. I'm sick of Ghost House. This creepy. We had 74 months from Summer Essentia, 29 months from Pudsey, 59 from Musicos, 63 from Furious Kitty, 14 from Mr. Mandermanny, 24 months from Tomb Raider, that's a 2, and 670 bits from Little Light. One little update from yesterday. Good afternoon, Grandpa. Doing better than I expected. The vet thinks our dog started to experience kidney failure, but she's in a better place now. Again, good vibes. Losing a pet is always very, very difficult. And, again, just give yourself time. Just give yourself time. It's hard, too, because, like, in both instances of me losing my boys, it was very quick. Like, at least with Kepler, we knew he was in poor health. But with Sagan, it was just very, very sudden. And that sort of thing is it's just hard. It's just really, really hard. So good vibes to you and to, to your whole family, everyone that knew your pup. And I hope there are brighter days soon. So last week, we got a lot. There was a lot of stuff that happened in Outer Wilds, like a lot. And there are so many notes on my desk. It's ridiculous. The very last thing that happened is we were standing at the space coffin with the 3 locks. And we learned to unlock 2 of the locks, and we were looking at the last lock. And I hadn't thought about this at all in a week. And then last night, I had just turned out the light and laid my head on the pillow, and I was starting to fall asleep, and I was like, let's see, so tomorrow is Outer Wilds, and I was like, I haven't thought about Outer Wilds. What was the puzzle I'm on? And I was like, okay, so I'm at that bridge with the 2 guard towers. And I said, if I need to solve that, and then I can get into the space coffin. And I thought about it for a minute, and then I was like, wait a minute. I think I know how to do this. And I'm not sure, either I'm very right or I have misconstrued something. So, I think I'm going to go into this with an idea of what to do. And if I do, and I'm right, then this stream might be shorter than normal because I may have figured it out as I fell asleep last night. We'll see. We'll see if I'm right. Or if I'm like, ah, crap, I had two very different ideas that I assumed were one thing and I'm wrong on it. So I guess we'll find out. Also 79 months from Epic DXX. Thank you. Appreciate it. Spez, did you write it down? It's simple enough that I didn't have to write it down. Although, this morning when I rethought about it, I did have to spend like a few minutes being like, what was it? But I did get there. I got it. So, maybe it's right. Maybe it's wrong. I don't know. I'll review the computer to see if there's anything I can read that'll lend credence to this idea before I jump straight into it. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited, and I'm also sad because almost certainly I'm going to be finishing the game today, and like, what a wonderful game. I'm happy to have experienced it, but also it does end. It does end. At this point, I will have to live vicariously through others. I had a friend of mine who I've talked forever to about Tunic. I was like, Tunic is just so good. And he just started playing Tunic. So now I get to hear updates about Tunic, and I'm like, let me know. Let me know. I want to hear about the discoveries because that game is just so incredibly fun. Okay, let's jump into it, I guess. It's gonna pause alerts here and jump over to the full game, and I will have Chaz send you all to the void. Ugh. There we go. I think the shirt got smaller. I'm not entirely sure. I think it might have shrunk a little. It was never like a huge shirt. The shirts that I get from Japan are never long enough because no one in Japan is my height. And it's mostly fine. It's just one of those things, like if you bend over to like pick something up, like you're going to expose the butterfly tattoo you have. That sort of thing. Okay, so let me just... I have a theory, but let me just kind of try and remind myself a little bit about some things. The thing that I'm interested in... Yeah, so the submerged structure... It can be entered by swimming from below. There's a sealed vault illuminated by a green fire inside the structure. Subterranean lake. I discovered a vast subterranean lake beneath the submerged structure. The sealed vault is resting on the shore of the lake. There are 3 interfaces, each marked with one of the 3 symbols from the vault. I rotated the mechanism in front of the vault, causing it to strain against the chains holding it shut. Moments later, rays of green light spilled out of the vault. Strange vault wrapped in chains and marked with 3 glowing symbols. Slide reel from the river showed a strange vault being closed and sealed. Chains appear, chains appear. Okay. Alright. And I have written down the ways in which to get in there. I have the code for the first one, because we figured that out. The code for the second one is exit a raft. That's the code for the second one. So the third one, and these are the notes I left to myself from last week. big hole for light, alarms with ding, and review alarm / error reporting logs. That's what I wrote. So here's my theory. And if this is wrong, then it's wrong, but here's my theory. My theory is, let's see if I can find it somewhat mentioned here. Maybe not. Damage laboratory. I was hoping that it would be kind of talked about somewhere in here. Abandoned temple. What's another place that had this? Not the island tower. The river lowlands had it. Forbidden archive. I found a slide reel that appears to be some sort of error report. It shows one of the strangers inhabitants jumping off a raft during a transition between areas and falling below the world. Okay. So the thing I'm thinking back to is when all of the guys were in this one, the River Lowlands house, whichever house that was, this house, and it falls underwater, which I think is that one. Maybe it's the island tower? I don't know. I think the island tower stays up for a while. I think it's the River Lowlands. Anyway, one of them falls underwater, and when it falls underwater, all of the folks die, and then we had to go into another door in order to get in there. What I think is that the ding, ding, ding of the alarm is physically in the room, because when everyone is in their little thing and they have their fires go out and then their digital souls die. However, I think that the ding, ding, ding that is the bell that's at the top of the room physically is what's connected to those alarms, which means that if that gets submerged, those dings can't happen. That's my thought process. What does that mean? So that means that we need to jump off a raft to get into the Digiworld, which will take us to the subterranean lake on the other side, where we can blow one out, and we can also put the code in for the other thing that we got. And then for the third one, once this is submerged underwater and like tilts in such a way that it's not that water fills it, once the dam breaks, essentially, I think the alarm won't work anymore. That's my thought process. And if we go in here, then we'll be pulled out. So we have to go in to a place that won't pull us out. And the place that won't pull us out the most is probably in the Hidden Gorge, because this breaks when the dam breaks. This eventually does go under, but the one up here I think is safest. So my plan is to go here, fall off the raft, get rid of the two symbols, and then wait for the dam to break. That's my plan. And my theory is that when the dam breaks and this eventually goes underwater, the alarm won't work anymore. And when the alarm stops working, I think I'll be able to walk across that bridge. That's my theory. Is it a good theory? I think it's actually a pretty good theory. The best things, my best ideas are either... Oh, shoot. Crap. Here, get into space. Am I in space? Am I free of... Yeah, there we go. Once the music starts, I'm in space. Gosh darn it. There we go. My best ideas are either when I'm in the shower or when I'm like falling asleep. The shower ones are a little easier to keep straight because you're like awake. Whereas, the heck is this? This way. Whereas when you're falling asleep, it can be a little harder because like you have to try and remember. Which one gets me to? It's this one. I think. Pretty sure it's this one is the one that takes me to where I want to go. Almost positive. Bunk. Good. Yeah, this is right. I will need one of these. And I am going to this place. I hope I'm right because it'll make me feel a lot better about last week. Because last week, at the beginning of the stream, my poor brain was like, what is this game? I've never played it before. And I feel a little more prepared going into it this time. So where's the planet? You're the planet. Okay. All right, so I'm going in here. This is where my being will physically be. I could probably spend a little extra time here so I don't have to wait so long. It's hard to know how much time to use, though. That's hard. A 22-minute cycle. I've probably already used a few minutes. I'll go to 10. Maybe 8. I'm nervous, but I have to also wait long enough for my plan to work, for the dam to break. And I don't know exactly when / if the submerge thing goes underwater. And, well, I know it goes underwater. Like, I definitely remember that. We'll go to 8, and then I'll get started. And I hope I'm right. Okay. I'll be honest, I don't remember which one this is and where I come out. I just know I need to get to a raft. Ah, yeah, this is Ghost House. I hate this, but also I think I'll avoid any problems here. I'm pretty sure. That makes the bridge. I'm hearing a bridge, or not a bridge, a sound that sounds like the dam breaking. Let's see. As long as I don't blow the lights out, there won't be dudes around. I've learned that. Only when it's dark are there dudes. Dudes love the dark. I very unfortunately don't remember exactly where. Like how to get to the raft. That I know makes that. Maybe that takes me down and around? What the? I should still have time. Like, I'm not too worried about time. And I only reduced my time by... There's the dam. Okay. So the dam just broke. So I'd say we're doing all right. And we just heard a bunch of screams because the dam broke. This is definitely the wrong way. Because that doesn't take me to the raft. Ah, crap. I went the wrong way. It's this. This is the way. This is what takes me down to the thing. God, listen to that water. Glug, glug. There's another way to get here. I don't remember the specifics now. I think I have to put my lantern down in order to find it. Well, whatever. I'm here. Get ready to jump. All right, Van Halen. Perfect. Okay, so now we walk over here. And we... I don't know, we see what happens, really. We extinguish this. We go over here. And then while I'm waiting, I can go over here and put this other code in. Some amount of trust that this is just the right way of doing things, but also, you know, who knows? Trust. I was waiting for like a confirmation ding, but I forgot that that's not what happens here. Okay. So now we blow out the next one. We walk back. And again, this is where my theory has to work. The idea that these things should stop. They still work. It might take a minute before they stop working. Because I don't know exactly when the submerged thing, like, I think at some point it kind of like tilts over and that's when it fills with water. I think that that's real. I think in my heart that that's real. So it's just, but I can't like go up and check. Because I'm in a different world. So it wouldn't be the same world. Because my physical body is in a different place. I still think this is right, though. I just don't know when exactly it, you know, like falls over. But I think that it's real. You dingin'. I'm gonna light some candles. Set the mood. All right, your ding donger still works. I don't think it will forever. I stand by my decision to do it this way, though, because if I would have waited for the bell to happen first, then tried to hurry over to this other place, I think that would have been incorrect. Again, my theory is just at some point I'm going to walk onto this bridge and they're not going to illuminate anymore. That's my thought. Could take like a minute. Wait a minute. Sorry, I'm realizing there's a problem here. Piss. So, I think I have the right idea, but I am in the wrong place. And the reason I'm in the wrong place is because this doesn't go underwater, and this is where I am. Okay. New plan. One of the places must not have a clanger. That's the only solution. One of them must have had their clanger removed. I just don't know which one. Is it the bell? Can I safely do that? I'm gonna try. One of the places must have had the clanger removed. That's the place I need to go in. I'm running out of time to do this, but I'm still going to try. I just need to get in there and look. Maybe the bell is the place that doesn't have the clanger. If the bell doesn't have the clanger, then that's the place I need to be in. Get in there. Are you clang free? So, at least I have the right vague idea. Slightly on the wrong track, but... Oh, no, you have a clanger, so it ain't you. Okay, I don't have time to check any other places. Okay, I need to... So there's 4 rooms. There's 4 rooms that I can... What? If I choose meditate while I'm next to a thing, it just puts me into spirit world? Ow. Interesting. This is just another opportunity to test this, but the clanger should work here too. I broke my legs. Game did not know what it was supposed to do there. It was like, send him to the digital world? No, we're out of time. Bring him back, Okay. The gorge and the bell have clangers. So, it's got to be River Lowlands or the tower. One of those doesn't have a clanger. Probably. Either that or I must dismantle a clanger. Okay, stranger's still listed. Let's go. Zooming. Okay, so this time I will go in at the front. That'll give me time to see both the river lowlands and the tower. Like a glove. Alright, gotta stop at Ghost House. Okay. We stop at Ghost House. We grab this. And then we see if there is a clanger in here. Now, if there's clangers in all of these places, then the theory's gotta be adjusted. But I'm hopeful that I'm right, that one of these places, it's been dismantled. I vaguely feel like I've seen that somewhere. This clanger works, so this is wrong. This can't be it. So we move on. I feel strongly I've seen that somewhere, and now I gotta try and piece together where I saw it. And that could be troublesome. Hold on, Raft. The other thing is, like, part of me wonders if there's a fifth location I am unaware of. I don't think so. But there is that room where, the room that I come in when I take the secret entrance on the, oh, where am I going? I need to go this way. When I take the secret entrance on the stranger, and it brings me in the middle room, I wonder if one of those rooms, like, works? All you need is fire, right? If all you need is fire, there might have been another fire somewhere that I wasn't thinking of because it didn't look like the rest. Either that or down here the clanger's broken. Clanger works. Okay. Alright, my theory's got to change. I think now my idea is I need to find a fire somewhere that I can doze off. If I can doze off somewhere, an unconventional place, then maybe it'll work. My thinking is that there might be something on the other side, in the gorge. I can get to the gorge still from here. I'm not out of time for that. I just need to head this way. There we go. If I just stick right, I should be fine. Okay, so Again, the core of my idea is there. The core of which is don't sleep next to a clanger, which agreed. That's good. But there has to be another fire somewhere. There has to be another fire where I can sleep. Okay, so now to try and remember, it's that place. And if it's not in there, then it's gonna start getting difficult because I'm gonna try and have to rack my brain around. Oh crap, where am I? Around like where I have seen a nondescript fire. Oh yeah, and I can't get, it only opens from that side. There's no holes. I think I have to come in from that side. Crap, I forgot. Yeah, so I'm wondering if there's a fire in there or not. And maybe there's not. Maybe I'm remembering incorrectly. But that's like my best idea. I'll look around in some of these other places too, just to see if there's a fire somewhere. And I know I've already checked the gorge, and the gorge has the clang. So I know it's not you. Was there a secret... Was there one in the church? Like the church that's on the other side of this thing? Maybe? This isn't anything, right? That's not anything. But this could be... I know. What is it? Yeah, there we go. Stick to the right. All right, do you have a fire somewhere that I don't remember? Like, maybe you do. What's the code to this one? It's... Yeah. Take me down here now, because I don't know anymore. There is not a fire down here. There must be green fire for this to work. Okay. Oh, no. It's fine. Cool. Okay. So I did that. There's one other spot that I'd like to look at. And it's right there. And I think I can get there without dying. I hope. I think it's there. Pretty sure it's there. And then outside of that and the other door, then I am not 100% sure, and we'll have to, like, check ship logs again. Ow. Yeah, this thing. I just don't remember what's in here and want to remember what's in here. So being able to get back inside and just look for a moment would be, I think, helpful. What was in here? This was where they did the thing to block the signal. Can I not stand it? There we go. And the thing, that's the thing I think that launched it, and that's broken. And there's nothing else in here. Okay. Oh boy. All right. Let's see, what was the other thing I wanted to check? I might be able to do it, actually. I might be able to do it on this run, the last thing I wanted to look at. Let's see here. Need a minute. If this looks insane, I promise that there's a reason that I'm doing it. There we go. Excellent. Good. Alright, so the place I need to go, the starting, yeah, right there. Perfect. Excellent. So now I go back out to the ship. I go over to the other place, go in that door just to look. Try and turn this car around, which is difficult to do. Oh my god. It suddenly got very hard to steer. I think it got dark. Why did it get dark? You know what? I think I'm realizing which clanger I thought was broken. I think it was this one, because it's been exposed to space. Perhaps this is what I've been thinking of. There is no fire. Okay. Okay. And this isn't going to have it either. Yeah. Okay. My theory has holes. I mean, at least I looked, but I need to go back to the computer. Oh, crap. Okay, so my theory about just don't sit next to a clanger. Great idea. Doesn't exist. It doesn't seem to exist. Okay. Sure. The other way that this would work is if there wasn't a light there, right? Because if I'm, you know, if I'm not seen, they can't, wrong button, they can't ding because they don't know I'm there. It's time to read ship logs because I must be off the path that I need to be on. Sealed vault. Slide roof on the river lowland showed a strange vault being closed and sealed with chains and a glowing symbol. Yep. Discovered a vast subterranean lake beneath a submerged structure. The sealed vault is resting on the shore of the lake. There are 3 vaults. I rotated the mechanism in front of the vault, causing it to strain against the blah blah blah. Can be entered by swimming from below. Shows a strange vault being encased in a large metal structure and lowered underwater. Nearly all the sides have been burned and cannot be viewed. Enormous reservoir. Okay. Alright. Origin of the stranger and its inhabitants. Several slides have been burned. Slide burning room. Okay. Damaged laboratory with 3 test chambers. The second chamber is badly damaged and can be entered through a hull breach. Saw a vision like recording of someone picking up an artifact and going to sleep in front of a green fire. The rest of the vision was distorted and difficult to make out, but the flames seemed to appear inside the artifact. Found a slide reel that shows 3 experiments conducted with 3 different artifacts. The 3rd experiment seems to have been a success. Yes, because you need the correct thing. And congregating around a strange green fire. And then things are missing. Another burning room. Shows a container marked with a glowing symbol behind. Lights are extinguished and the figure carries it into a secret passage behind a mural of a large tree. Abandoned temple marked with the symbol of a burning slide. The interface, blah, blah, blah. Entering I found a slide reel that shows the inhabitants removing all the slide reels from their shelves, scanning each reel with a device and incinerating specific slides. Okay. Library full of intact slide reels hidden deep underground. There's a container marked with one of the vault seals, but its contents have been destroyed. Found a slide reel that shows the stranger's inhabitants congregating around a strange green fire. Simulated reality. I found a slide reel that appears to be some sort of error report. It shows one of the stranger's inhabitants dropping their artifact on the ground and walking beyond its projection radius. I wonder... Everything is either 1, 2, or 3 circles. I wonder if I should try and find the one that's for the 3rd circle, and that'll be more helpful. But currently, I'm so off course that I'm like, I'm just going to double check these things. Because if this is for circle 1... then it would make sense that you have to use this for circle 1, because we had to use this for circle 1. Container down into a dark well. The dark well is where the thing was, the alarm that we have to get by in the dream world. And we got by it because the lights were extinguished. Extinguish the lights, then you can walk into the thing. But if there's a way to extinguish the lights in the subterranean cavern, I'm unaware of how to do that so far. Library full of intact slide reels. Container marked with one of the vault seals. Its contents have been destroyed. I found a slide reel that shows the stranger's inhabitants analyzing the eye of the universe. Reveal the construction and launch of a spacecraft. Two artifacts being lit near a green fire. The first artifact lights after its bearer falls asleep, and the second artifact lights after its bearer dies. Find a slide reel that appears to be some sort of error report. It shows an alarm bell failing to wake up one of the stranger's inhabitants. So it's got to be this. It's got to be something about this. So this is them doing the spacecraft to block the eye's signal. So let's move to the next one. This is the two artifacts being lit near a green fire. First artifact lights after its bearer falls asleep. The second artifact lights after its bearer dies. So we could probably move into the third one. So this. What is it about this? When I first saw this, how I wrote it off was like, if you're dead, it doesn't wake you up. Unfortunately, I am alive. Some sort of error report. It shows an alarm bell failing to wake up one of the stranger's inhabitants. So what's happening here? I mean, the one that gets warped out is the one that is alive, and the one that doesn't get warped out is the one that is dead. So, like, I am alive. How do I... How do I become dead? Let's see. What was this one again? Because this one, the guy got trapped and he died like halfway through, right? So this is showing like brain signals and stuff, which is also as part of the next one. So this is probably related. I warped in because I am doing it. Now let's get Grandma. Grandma trips. And then it lights. And then you're warped in. Okay. So maybe if I brought two artifacts, I don't know how the system knows they're both mine, but I guess that's a possibility. The first artifact lights after its bearer falls asleep. The second artifact lights after its bearer dies. So maybe that's it? Maybe I can bring two artifacts to the fire and the ding won't wake me up or something? This feels... It feels wrong, but also this has to be it, because this is literally about the alarm. And it shows that the ding goes to the brain, which goes to the lantern. And then this because the brain isn't there, so it can't get to the lantern. Okay. All right. Well, my first theory which feels incorrect, is to have two artifacts. And I think that's wrong because you're holding the artifact, and in order to do this, I'd have to put an artifact down. You can't dual wield artifacts. So I don't think that's right. But I'm also not sure. This has something to do with it, but I don't know. The only thing I can think of here is like die. Wait, could I die? Maybe I can die. Like, maybe there's a way. Like, the universe is getting reset. It's not like I'm actually dying. Maybe there's a way to die. I wonder if I just die in that room. Like, maybe I can just burn myself to death in the fire or something, and that's enough. Alright, so, I'm gonna die. I guess. The solution is death. So we're gonna see how that goes. Bonk, 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 bonk. Too many bonks. Jesus Christ. So with that in mind, it shouldn't really matter where I go in if I'm trying to die. I should be able to just go in anywhere and just die. This... I think the other way is probably faster than this, to be honest. Like... Of course, maybe the access to a raft is faster here? I don't remember. I'm just going to get out of the car. All right. If this is it, then, man... I mean, for one, it would have been bizarre, but then the other thing is that, like, I literally read it when I first saw the slide. Like, yeah, if you die, you're in there. It's like, correct. But I don't fear death because in 22 minutes, I'm back, baby. All right, so let's just go in anywhere. And then, die. It works. Oh my God. It's the simplest solution. I'm like, okay, well, die. Well, I'm not going to die. No, they die. The answer is die. That's so clever, and I'm so mad. Okay, how do I get to a raft on this one? Where are the rafts held? Oh, this one's a pain, isn't it? Because this one, I have to unlock that door. So I can do this. I just have to go, there's a thing somewhere. I have to blow this out. Cool. So we go through here, we get a raft. We jump off in a loading zone. And I can't be pulled out because I'm dead. Where am I? I'm going to the wrong place. This is wild. Again, it's as with every other puzzle in this game, you have access to it from the start. You just have to know what you're doing. Who would have thought that the solution was, have you tried burning yourself alive? That'll solve this problem right away for you. Let's ride. So I was actually really off the mark. I was trying very hard to find a place that didn't have a clanger, but there are infinite clangers. The clangers don't go away. So now I don't have to fear these things. They can't possibly wake me up. What's interesting is that means that I could have solved some of the earlier puzzles doing that too, I guess. Like the one where you have to get in the well. If I would have died and then went into the thing, I could have just walked down there. Actually, that has me questioning some things, because you always wake up when the guys get you. What happens if you die and then you go in there? I have no idea. Are you just dead because they like remove your programming or whatever? No clue. Crazy. I'm super curious. They're just like, what, we all have to get along now because you're here and we can't get rid of you? It's so weird, man. I assume that it just would start you over from a fresh run. But, like, I don't know. Alright, I will fear no evil because, I can't hear them. I'm dead. That's wild. So, man. Crazy work. Absolutely crazy. What a bewildering game. Alright. A little dark. It's still a little dark. Light some candles here. Just light a few little candles. Alright. I swear if the dam breaks and I get pulled out of here, I'll lose my mind. Oh. Because I went into the river lowlands. So now I'm like slightly worried. I'm like, oh crap, I gave myself the least amount of time by coming here. Do I take this back? Can't get rid of me now, man. Who are you? There was one that was missing, like one in the seat that wasn't there. This must be that one. Let me take a look. Oh, it was you. They didn't like that. That's a pretty extreme punishment, man. Okay. I understand. Yeah. Let me put this down. Vision torch. Oh, I have to keep holding it. I feel like this will make him sad. So this explains exactly what happened. The Nomai tried to get here because they saw the signal, and then the signal was gone. And then the ghost matter came and killed everything. Now you get it. You're welcome. Do you want to hear the story again? No, okay. Do you... Oh, you want that back. Yeah, okay. That timing was wild. The power briefly went out. You gotta be kidding me. I'm not even online right now. Holy cow. That's the creepiest timing of anything ever. The power flashed. What the heck? Chaz is calling me to let me know. Let me just pause a second. It should reconnect. What the heck? Yeah, I see that the power went out. Which, the power flashed. It's back on now, so I should be back online shortly. Yeah, I paused. That is the most dramatic thing I've ever seen. Yeah, it's all right. Hopefully, should be back online shortly. Bye. What the heck? Okay. Well, hi, YouTube audience. So I have everything connected to power supplies. So like, if the power goes out for, a few minutes, then it's fine. And it just stays on, which is why I can keep this up. But I do have to like reconnect to the internet. Although all of the internet stuff should also be connected to the power supply, so I don't know. But I probably need a minute for my router to, like, do. I guess the downside is whatever people were saying here in the chat, we don't have. But you had me. That was crazy. That was very otherworldly to be at the end of this and watch him go up, and then all of a sudden all the power goes out. Woo! Wild. I don't know how long this is going to take. So, I might get a drink. I might get a drink. I think I'm going to get a drink. So, I'll be back. Hi. Hi. I'll tell you all about it in a minute because it's ridiculous. Shall we get back to the game? Because I did pause it. So let's go back to the game. And I don't think you missed a whole lot. So, all right. So the guy just went up and left. I reckon that I follow him. All right. Where did you go, my guy? Oh, you left your thing here. Okay. Is he saying to go join him? I think he's saying to go, can I take this thing again? No. I think he's saying to go join him on a raft. Like, I guess in the real world. Oh, wait, he's got he's got literal footsteps. There's literal footsteps. Oh. Okay. Now, normally, I should be... Normally, I should be dead, right? Like, if you walk into the water, you would wake up in that room. But I didn't, because I was already dead. Give me this. We've unlocked the sealed vault. I met one of the stranger's inhabitants who was imprisoned within the vault. The prisoners showed me a vision revealing the actions they took that resulted in their eternal confinement. I used the vision torch to share my knowledge of the solar system's history with the prisoner. The prisoner left one final vision for me by the water's edge as a farewell. Okay, so that's that then. He's gone. And that's also why we got the name of the DLC. So we're done. We did Echoes of the Eye is done. But we also, you know, we got to learn about what happened, why the eye gave a signal and why the eye stopped giving a signal, what happened to this one dude. Okay. Well, that's that. The only thing left to do is to finish the main game, which we will do. For now, I'm going to read some alerts and then tell you what happened, because it's stupid. It's very stupid. It's very stupid and upsetting. Let's see. I'll tell you the story first while alerts are going through. I see y'all ran some polls while I was gone. Probably a good plan. Probably a reasonable plan. We're about to get the results of like 4 polls in a row, though, so maybe we should wait on the story. We had 75 months from Harumi Kindle. Fossix gifted a sub to Ding Donger.
The poll has ended. The winner is Pineapple.
35 months from Lucas Twerka. 84 from Everchanger. That's a 7.
The poll has ended. The winner is Nah.
Nah. I'm sorry, is this the instrumental to Pharrell's Happy?
The winner is Pears.
It's the legally distinct version, but yes. Yes, the legally distinct
the poll
version.
Has begun. Best fruit? Third heat round 5.
Tiger
The
says,
poll
you
has
should have
ended.
seen all of chat scream
The winner
yes
is
when you figured out you had to die. I had so, like, nonchalantly written it off when I first saw the slide, like a week or two ago. I was like, okay. And it was like, that was actually it. Let's see about these fruit polls. Pineapple versus nectarine. Pineapple wins it at 56%. Salt on fruit. Nah wins it by 69%. Tomatoes versus pears. Pears wins at 65%. And apple versus star fruit. Apple wins at 92%. None of those are too strange. 300 Bits of Jet says, had my interview with Southern Illinois for the other position they offered, and it went great. They want me to come up next week for an in-person interview, which is doable and fine, but scheduling boarding for my dogs, an overnight hotel, and potential places to look at houses is making me tear my hair out. Which is understandable, but also my understanding is that, like, very few of the places have even wanted to do in-person interviews. Some of them have, but they've been, like, forever away. So maybe the opportunity to do an in-person interview is promising, and hopefully not too terribly inconvenient, even though it is inconvenient. So good luck with that. I hope that goes well. And I hope in the process of getting other things lined up, you don't tear too much hair out. Hope there's a little piece. And an anonymous gifter gifted a sub to Bird Wizard. Bird Wizard! Okay. Quick version of the story, and then I'm going to take a short break, and then, because I need to let Mal know that everything's fine, and then we'll be good. So, Jet says, I think the job is potentially mine. Just logistically, I'm panicking. So there's some excitement in there. So the power went out. And I have everything hooked up to UPS's, so the recording continued happening. So you'll get to see, if you watch the VOD, exactly what happened. It was very dramatic because I'm watching the imprisoned one walk into the elevator, and I watch him ascend. And when he gets to the top, the power goes out. And I'm just like, what? So it's actually beautiful in a way. And then I was like, why? So the power was off for a few minutes, like a minute. And the internet wasn't coming back. And I was like, what the heck? So I went downstairs, and what had happened is that the city decided to replace the electric meters in the neighborhood, but not tell anybody they were doing it. So when I go downstairs, Mal is on the porch talking to a city official. Our neighbor is on the porch talking to the same guy. And they're all like, kind of like, and I heard our neighbor say, yeah, so like, we work at home, so if there's an interruption, it's not great. And I haven't even met my neighbor. I was like, I like that guy. So yeah, they changed out the electric meter, which involved just killing the power to the entire home without any sort of warning. Okay, cool. Anyway, that happened, but then nothing was coming back on, so I manually reset all of the internet stuff, the networking equipment, and then it finally came back. So yeah, it's fun. But it did lead to a very dramatic moment, so I guess that I should thank them for that. Gloomy says, what if someone is on oxygen or in-home life support? I guess you're dead. Because someone thought it was okay to just be like, no. I don't know, man. It's not good. It's not good. Anyway, yeah, like we have everything. The other thing that's confusing is that for us, like all of our networking stuff is on UPSs, but that didn't matter. So that was weird. Because like even though the networking equipment never got shut off, it never connected back again until I reset it, which was odd. So I'll have to figure that out. 78 months from Andrew in the kitchen. Thank you. All right, let's take a brief break. And then I get to go back to my original set of notes and finish up main game. So how about that? Okay. Be back in a moment. Okay, so anyway. This should be easy. I know exactly what to do. Admittedly, it's been like... How long were we doing Echo of the Eye? Like 6 weeks? Anyway. We had 82 months from Dude 4269. Thank you. Okay. All right. I'm gonna pause alerts. Pause the music. And we're gonna beat the game. That's the plan. All right. Y'all are now in the void. The instructions that I left myself for this are pretty straightforward. It is Ash Twin, get Warp Core. Vessel, Dark Bramble. Did I do 3? Go to Ash Twin, get the Warp Core. Go to the Vessel and Dark Bramble, use the code. That's it. There's not a lot to know. But time is of the essence. I am still looking at the Stranger. I need to go to Ash Twin. Right there. Let me turn it sideways so I feel better about this. Okay. Park here. Remove this thing, because this is... Yeah, not a thing anymore. And then I gotta remember how to... I think the whole thing is I have to just wait a bit. It has been a while. I have to wait a bit to get in there to get the thing to begin with. There is a place to park right here, right? That looks like, yeah, that's a campfire. Can I park here? Let me park here. Let me do it. Come on. Let me do it. Let me park here. Is that gonna stay? Yeah, it's gonna stay. Alright. I gotta kill... I don't know, not a little bit of time. Not sure how much. It's been a while. I'm also not used to sleeping for more than 1 second. The whole DLC is like, let me just take a rest. All right. I'm going to do 8, 9, 8. I think that might be too early, but I'm not sure. It's also kind of a rush, too, so... Alright. That was 7.5. Oh, God. It wants to suck me up, but it can't. There we go. Alright. Oh, I waited too long. Oops. Yeah, I waited too long. Oh, also, I can't just abandon my ship. I'm gonna need my ship. I'm so used to being like, do whatever with the ship, but no, I need the ship. Alright, park this here. Bonk. Alright, which one is it? Here. I hope I didn't run out of time by sleeping as long as I did. Hopefully I'm still good. I know time is going to be of the essence. It's probably fine. Getting a little nervous, actually. See, I get 22 minutes. I took 7.5. I probably took 2 to get over here, so I'm probably at like 10 minutes. So I probably have 12 minutes left. It's 12 minutes to get into the warp core. Get in to get the warp core, get out, get in my ship, fly to Dark Bramble, get through all of the vessel stuff, the Bramble stuff and the fish to get to the vessel. Is that enough time? God, I hope so. Or this is going to be a very anticlimactic run. Alright, here I am, baby. You gotta remember how to do this. So I have to, like, turn off the gravity machine. This might not be the run because I have to remember how to turn off the gravity machine. I think it's that thing. Yeah, that's gravity. And then this is what I think opens the door. I think I maybe should have done this first, actually. There it is. Got it. As a reminder, now that I have the warp core here, the universe won't reset. So... Oh, the music is different. The music is like, oh, honey, you have that in your hand. When the universe goes supernova, it's because you have that in your hand, the universe won't reset and it'll be destroyed. Or the solar system, rather. So it's playing the scary music. Oh my god, I almost ran into that, which would have been bad. Okay, I need to... Let me get outside of the thing here so I can set my marker to where I need to be. Alright. We are going to Dark Bramble. It is literally on the other side of the world. Probably should have set that before I got in my car. I really feel like, time-wise, I may have screwed this up. Time-wise, I'm like, I'm getting a little worried. A little worried about this. Also, if I like die, if I crash into the sun with the warp core, the universe is ruined. So that's another thing. Like, I have to live. I have to try and live. So that's cool. That's neat. That's gonna happen. All right. All right. Right. Start. Oh my god. I've been in the DLC so long that I forgot how to fly the plane. Which isn't great, because like that thing is, that's turning. It's getting spicy down there. I am worried about, I think I timed this poorly. I think I may have just, I've screwed the universe. I almost want to go back to Ash Twin and put it back. Be like, I'm sorry. I'm said this isn't the run. This isn't the run. I've made a mistake. Line it up. Look for that hole. Oh, Christ. The universe is in trouble. The universe is in trouble. Oh God, where's Ash Twin? We gotta put it back. Ash Twin, where'd you go? Ash Twin, we've made a big mistake. I forgot how to pilot things. The universe is in it's all my fault. I'll put it back. I'm so sorry. I don't even know where it is. Is it over there? That ain't it. Oh God. Oh no. I don't even know where it is. Where is the stupid planet? I have no idea. God, what a finale. Go through all of this trouble and be like, all right, I'm ready. Grabs it, crashes the ship. I'm like, oh no. I've ruined everything. I don't even see Ash. I'm just out here. I'm just floating around. Christ alive. Where even is it? There they are. The Hourglass Twins are here. That's Ash Twin, 49 kilometers away. And I'm going the saddest amount. What happens if I do this? Okay. All right. I was like, certainly. And okay. All right. All right. Okay. I figured. I was like, because like we would die, right? We would die. Okay. All right. I'm not ready to look at the credits. So I'm load previous save. So it's no longer resume expedition. What is previous save? Okay, so we're no longer resuming. We are... we are loading previous save. Cool. Well, number of deaths so far. 1. I guess we need to kill a little time. You know, I could have killed the time here, actually. I still can. It's even easier now that I have, this. Nope, not marshmallow. Nope, no, this. I'm gonna give it like 4. Then we'll see. That went pretty badly. It's a shame that I ruined the universe. But everybody ruins the universe occasionally. It was just my turn. Alright. And 3:45. Ah, what a beautiful day. Nope. Well, that just... It's probably going to point to, like, the inside of the thing, but that's fine. I know where it is. Oh, coming in hot, coming in too hot. Always coming in a little bit too hot. It's gonna go better this time. This is the time. Just needed a moment to get my bearings. All right, and I'm still a little early, which is good. I'd rather be early than late. I'm gonna park right here, which is safe. Here at like just the right time. This is the wrong one. It's this one. Pretty sure it's this one. Okay. I even have a diagram somewhere I wrote that shows which one it is. I don't know where it is right now, but I made a note on that at some point. Oh, yep, I found it. Yeah, Ash Twin is the little one. It's this one. So we'll jump in. We'll get here at the earliest we can. In a second. I think there are little prickly things in here somewhere, but like... Okay, I do hope that this gets down here soon, though, because, like... Yeah, here we go. All right. Good. This is my safe place. All right, I'm in. Now I'm just waiting for the storm to come by. Grab the warp core. Bada bing, bada boom. It's all going to be okay. I have a better... I know what to do. I need to set my map to go to Dark Bramble before I ever get in the stupid thing, because otherwise I'll die again. This is just... This is an alternate universe in the multiverse where everything else is exactly the same, and now we get to play as this guy. Okay. Here comes the storm. I can hear it. Good. Now, I've learned we're gonna do... You really can't move very fast in here. It's too heavy. So we're gonna do... Did that work? Maybe not. Maybe I have to do this first. There we go. All right. I got you. I'm back. Okay. And I parked right here. This is already going way better. Now the music gets serious. And we are going to... Also, I can just press this. Dark Bramble. Perfect. Good enough. Oh wait, it's still... Ash Twin Project's still marked. Don't unmark... Stop it. Unmark it. I don't need that. Okay. Okay, don't get too close to the sun. Jesus. Where's the hole? There's the hole, or a hole. Come on, baby. I do have to go to a certain place. Crap. I'm only slightly prepared for this. View entries. Feldspar's camp. I mean, ultimately I'm trying to get here, but I think I can't just go straight there. Maybe I can. Love that. Love that for me. Maybe I can? Duplicate signal. Am I far enough away from the fish? Maybe. Worried about fish. Just be gentle. Okay, we're following. We're following in here. We have time. All right. This is the one with the fish. This is the one with the fish. Okay. 1.7. Listening for fish. When it gets to 1.6, I'll start accelerating a little bit. There's the eggs. Can't remember if there's any fish in here. I don't think there is. I think I'm safe now. I'm here. Now I just have to remember. There's a hole. Yeah, I'm upside down. But yeah, there's a hole here. Okay. I don't know how much time I have, so I don't want to waste time. Time to input the coordinates. Is that not how I do it? That ain't okay. Alright, well. Reroute power so I can input coordinates. Alright. Here goes something. Hope I don't screw this up. This. Next. This. Next. This. Next. Those are the coordinates of the eye of the universe. Oh. Okay. I don't know what this does. What does this do? Warps me out. There's the ship. How bizarre to finally be here after all of this time and all of this searching. I'm not really sure what to expect. But I know that, you know, the other race, after having worshipped the eye for a long time, figured out something that was like, eh. So then they blocked the signal so no one could find it. So, and that's something that you wouldn't have known if you played the DLC too. Trees detect. everything is very quantum here. I'm just heading to the South Pole. There's a big storm here. Gravity is very heavy. Kind of expected this to be a funnel form that pulled me in. Doesn't actually seem to be that. It looks like it's trying to be. But also the gravity, am I correct in that the gravity like ceases here? Yeah, the gravity changes. Okay. So the gravity changes. The Nomai never got to see it for themselves, but thanks to their efforts and technology, Harthian was able to reach the eye of the universe. But yeah? That's me. Okay. One of these photos revealed the existence of an invisible ring world inhabited by a species whose presence in our solar system predated even the Nomai. The species traveled from a nearby star system in search of the eye of the universe, but, horrified by what they discovered, decided to block the eye signal so that no one else would ever find it. One individual, however, rebelled against the decision and was able to briefly release the eye signal back into space before being caught and imprisoned in solitude for this betrayal. At the end of its lifespan, our sun collapsed under its own gravity and then exploded in a violent supernova. Of all the life forms who will perish in the oncoming death of the universe, we will miss the anglerfish the least. Oh, there's nothing in this thing. The Nomai who came to our solar system were following a signal from the eye of the universe. They perished when the interloper arrived, bringing with it the deadly substance we called ghost matter that flooded the entire solar system almost instantly and without warning. Okay. I think that's all of the things here on this floor. I'm assuming there was not anything out the front. No, this is only about this. All right, I think I saw everything. Hornfels observations. This is incredible. At first I thought the points of light in this image were stars, but they're not. They're galaxies. And this image covers just a tiny patch of the whole sky, which means the universe contains at least 1,000 times more galaxies than we previously imagined. I think I need to sit down. We've heard that. According to my redshift calculations, every single galaxy in this image is moving away from us. In fact, the farther away a galaxy is, the faster it appears to be moving away. It's almost as if the entire universe is expanding. But if that's true, was everything closer together in the past? And how far back can we extrapolate? Did the universe have a beginning? Oh my God. This is cool. This reminds me very much of like the end of Men in Black. It has a very similar vibe. Now it's all dim. Oh no. Where am I? Hmm. Oh. Quantum. Do you hear music? I'm like, where's the door? It's not quite time yet. I'm pretty sure we'll need the others for this next part. We'll need, you know, everyone. No rush, take your time. It might not even exist here. Aren't you forgetting someone? This part is so weird. Okay, that should put him back, because we gathered that, right? Hatchling, you found me. Nice to have company around a campfire, isn't it? Go on, go get the others. Wouldn't want them to miss out. This, some of it at least, is DLC stuff. So I get their instrument too. Okay. That's cool. Hey man. When my kind found the eye and realized what it was capable of, they were terrified. It was too difficult a truth. Like a light too bright to look upon directly, it burned them. What they could not unlearn was hidden away in darkness, obfuscated, then lost. They did not want to see their story end. My kind weren't always like this. We weren't always so afraid. I did what I could to set things right, yet I am still of my kind, and you know now what they did. I cannot promise our fear won't stain your mind. And so a choice. Are you certain you want to remember me? Join us, let's see what happens. Your journey is over now, you did well. I'm not ready to decide. My assumption is that this affects the ending of the game, because this is probably... There's probably slightly different endings depending on whether you've done the DLC. So this gives you like the normal ending, and then this gives you the DLC ending. That's my assumption here. And I would like to see the full ending, considering that I did all of the work in the DLC. So, sure. Yeah. I don't want to repeat my kind's mistakes, but if you're willing to take the risk, then so am I. So he's got a seat at the table, too. Where did that signal go? It disappears. Give me a different one. Let's try this one. Ow. The Quiet Shade. Across Old Bark. In the Ancient Glade. It's always dark. God. There we go. Hey, Time Pal. So you're getting the band back together, huh? Go on, go find the others. I'll be here. You don't need me yet, but you will. Okay. So we have the piano and the drums. I gotta figure out the drums because I see a thing over here and then I disappear. I can't interact with this. If I fly towards it, I disappear. Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, God. I'm on the ground. Turn on the flashlight. Have I always been able to zoom with the signal scope? Is that new? Oh my God, I can get it from here. Easy. The stars were beautiful, weren't they? Even if our star is what ultimately killed us. I'll wait here and remember them while you gather everybody. Alright, just one more. They're all pointing up. Okay. Oh my God. Only 5 can ladder. 4. Take me there. However it is I do that. Is there any other things in here? I thought it was that. Oh, I guess it's the left one. Shows how much I remember. Gotcha. Hey, man. Woman. I think. A conscious observer has entered the eye. I wonder what happens now. Is it time to find out? Yeah. The song is new to me, but I am honored to be a part of it. Hadn't dared to hope anyone would hear the signal for how briefly I set it free, yet here we are. Are you ready for the final step? Then it's time. Time to send our spark out into the darkness. You cut it a little close, don't you think? Well, it worked out all right in the end, I suppose. I hope there are beasties in the next one. I tell you what, this has been really fun, and I got to help make something pretty cool, so I've got no complaints. I mean, not me exactly, but close enough. It's the kind of thing that makes you glad you stopped and smelled the pine trees along the way, you know? I believe we reached the end of our journey. All that remains is to collapse the innumerable possibilities before us. Are you ready to learn what comes next? Not yet. It's tempting to linger in this moment, while every possibility still exists. But unless they are collapsed by an observer, they will never be more than possibilities. Even if it's over now, I had a good time learning, but I think the rules are about to change. I learned a lot by the end of everything. The past is past now, but that's okay. It's never really gone completely. The future is always built on the past, even if we won't get to see it. Still, it's, time for something new now. How long has it been since I got to make music with everyone around a campfire? I'm really happy we're all here. I think I spoke to you already. Yeah. How beautiful. It's different than I'd envisioned. Whatever happens next, I do not think it is to be feared. I admire your curiosity, friend. Let's find out together. Neat. Okay, now we can watch the credits. Now it's fine. So I interpreted that ending as like another Big Bang. Like the birth of a new universe. But I gotta tell you, everything that led up to that moment I was not expecting at all. Like, gathering everyone around the campfire to play music one more time. So, 8 conscious observers birthing a new universe. Yeah. And, like, it makes sense. I get it conceptually, since, like, the universe was ending. So, we witnessed a new Big Bang and a new birth of another universe. Oh yeah, you're out of the void. There's nothing you can possibly spoil at this point. The game is over. The eye is older than the universe after all. Neat. So, the one thing I'm curious about is how the ending changes if you don't do Echoes of the Eye. My assumption is it's probably the same, except the prisoner isn't there. That's my assumption. 'Cause, like, I don't know why it would be different. Chaz says, yep. Basically, same with not going to the moon. Yeah. More or less, but gotta stick for post-credits. Alright. Still, what a remarkable game. I hadn't finished it, but I was already recommending it to people because I was like, yeah, it's good. Tunic is a game that I love, but Tunic is still a bit of a hard recommendation because, like, at its core, Tunic is a Souls-like. And, like, yeah, you can adjust the difficulty, but it is still a Souls-like. And not everyone's going to be into that, whereas this is a little more, I think, palatable for people. So... yeah. Do you see how why some people might get emotional at the end of this? I mean, yeah, it's also, irrespective of the ending, there's a great deal of effort that's put into, I mean, the creation of the game, but also just, like, playing the game. Like, it's a lot to try and figure everything out. And I think it's normal to get emotional at the end of any video game that you've really put a lot of time and effort into. And this one's very beautiful. So, yeah, it's got a good soundtrack. This next says, it was hard on me because at some point I realized that I was the last one alive. Every person in the solar system was dead except me. It's a very beautiful game. My hope is that I can get Mal to play it in short bursts and maybe be able to experience it, because I really think that she would love it. So we'll see. Make your wife motion sick with space. Yeah. A lot of it, like a lot of the game, is not flippy dippy swirly whirly. A lot of it's not. There's moments where it is. 14.3 billion years later. It's a new species. Neat. Cool. TBG says, there is a little secret ending if you shot your probe into the eye before dropping down into it. Oh, that's interesting. I am curious what, like, little Easter eggs. Chess says it's just the probe going across that end screen. Ah, okay. There's also the eye signal blocker still visible with the eye. Very good. Very good. Arian says if you stay on this main menu for 22 minutes, the letters drift apart. I've been trying to get this to happen every stream. You missed running into the fire immediately to die. It's my favorite death. Like at the beginning? You never did the science experiment in the high energy lab? I didn't? Can also die in the geyser. There's a Terminator Easter egg on Hollow's Lantern near the end of the loop. Chess says he did. He just didn't get the special ending there. It's nice that there's a bunch of other little stuff, because I'm sure that someone's done a YouTube video of like all the little tiny extras. And I'll probably look that up at some point to check it out. Or, you know what I might do? I might wait. See if I can get Mal to play this game. And then when she, assuming, if she's able to play it and get through it, then we'd look at that stuff together. We always like doing that after we finish playing a game. Like if we finish playing a game, like even for the channel, we'll look up stuff about it, or we'll watch a speed run, or, you know, something like that. So that's always fun. A couple things hidden in Echoes of the Eye, a hidden room, and a hidden cat. I'm sure a speedrun of this would be wild because of the way that the game controls, so... Will you stream/record when Mal tries it? No, because my suspicion is that she's not going to be able to play very much of the time. So that'll just be for us. Kind of like right now we're playing through New Vegas. I think we're going to try and start wrapping up New Vegas. We went into one of the DLCs, and now we're trapped in the DLC, and I'm like, I think I want to get out of this and kind of do main quest and kind of wrap it up. Because there's other stuff that we wanted to experience New Vegas, and I feel like we have. I feel like we've gotten the gist of it. So now I'm like, there's other games I want to play, so I want to move on to them. One of them is this. I'd love to see Mal try and play this, so yeah. Anyway, the bottom, yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm almost done with it. It was actually very interesting because I built my character to not fight at all. So I had like a companion doing all the fighting for me. So imagine my distress when it loaded the DLC and it was like, oh, your companion can't come with you. And I'm like, oh no. So that's been hell. I've went through so many stim packs just trying to live. Let's see. AJ Mitch gifted 5 subs to Blue Hippie, Buffkus Forever, Meta of House Pun, That Pink Lexus, and One Weird Cat. Appreciate it. And I clicked it, so killed the music. And 48 months from Llama's Attack. Thank you for 4. I'm gonna click back into it because the music's so good and appropriate. I don't have the Wednesday game picked out for next week. I guess I'll figure that out at some point. There's a lot of things coming to an end because Hades is real close to the end too. So yeah, I'll talk to Chaz about it because I have a list of games. Come up with something that might be good. Try to see if there's any short things I want to do before I do a longer thing, because sometimes I've got some short games on the list that might be interesting too. So we'll find out. We're getting second Hades at some point. At some point I will do Hades 2, but I'm definitely going to do something in between Hades and Hades 2 in the Sunday slot. Oh, another thing, just so y'all are aware, because some of you may not have heard it, the rest of this week is normal, assuming you believe that the week ends on Saturday. So tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, breakfast stream. Friday morning, Mao is painting. Oh, shoot. Oh, I should show you. Hold on. Because this just went up. She's not in her office. Hold on, let me, give me a sec. I was going to show you Mal's painting that just went up on eBay. And she literally just finished varnishing it. And I was like, oh. So I can't show it. She's like, no, it needs to sit. And I was like, cool, good timing. Anyway, the sapling auction is up. So check it out. It'll be up for a week, or a little bit. 9 days. Hi.
Sorry, I just varnished it, like literally just a second ago.
Yeah.
So it's wet.
Yesterday, Mal was like, hey, if you make sure that you like talk about the painting on the stream. And I was like, sure. So I go to do that. It's like, well, not now. A future stream. Not this one. Also, yeah, you can see the leathers moving. They're starting to drift apart. Yeah, so I wanted to say that. That's up. Friday night, still going to be Hitman at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then no Hades this Sunday because my parents are going to be visiting for Father's Day, which I'm very excited about. But next Saturday, which is June 27th at 1 p.m. Eastern, Shelf Control. We're going to do Shelf Control next Saturday. So I'm very excited about that. And some games just got added. And I think there will be at least 2 more added by Shelf Control, maybe. There's just games that happen. Okay. I think that's it. I think we're set. Oh yeah, Star Fox. Oh Jesus. Crap. Sorry. Yeah, also the 25th, which is a Thursday at 1 p.m., I'm going to be playing Star Fox. Because that's the day Star Fox comes out. Nintendo sent over a copy of Star Fox. I'm going to be playing it on that day. I love Star Fox 64. I'm very excited. Okay. No Hades Sunday. Everything else next week is normal. There's an extra stream Thursday for Star Fox and an extra stream Saturday, June 27th for Shelf Control. Okay, there we go. Jesus, so many things. All right. And that's it. That's it. Thanks everybody for joining me on this adventure. This was great. This is a game that will stick with me for a very, very long time. I've already been recommending it to folks. I will recommend it to even more folks. And if we are able to try playing it, and Mao is able to play it in short bursts or something, then I'm sure we'll talk about our experience in a somewhat vague sense on stream or something at some point. There's also an art in the queue. Chaz, will you run that art? Unless it's not for the... Hey, there you go. It's a beautiful piece. It's a really, really beautiful piece. It's of a tree trunk, and there's a little sapling that grew out of it. And on Mal's YouTube channel, on youtube.com/MalMix, she has the time lapse. Dan got that done, and we got that posted, so it's a pretty one. Okay. All right. Thanks for being here. I will see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern for breakfast stream. See you then.